Hey everybody, it's Dan. The name of the channel is Numerical Lion. It's where I use gematria to reveal the false reality in which we live in. The made-for-TV movie. Check it out. The latest part of the movie is 20 dead in El Paso shooting, another shooting at a Walmart. In fact, there's a quote from a Walmart CEO. I can't believe I'm sending a note like this twice in 1 week. Ratcheting up the whole pressure on look, something must be done about this. 20 dead. Why is 20 a significant number? Well, in this language of coding numbers into words and letters called gematria or gematria, death, oops, if you spell it right, how do you spell death wrong, equals 20. So that's why you're reporting that there are 20 dead right now. 38, also look at this number. This happened on 8/3 or 3/8 in most of the world, the third day of the 8th month, or 38. Happens to be a good night, a good day for death. What else can we say about it? Well, when the story came out first, I was looking at this. Breaking news update at 5:33. I noticed Patrick, the name of the guy, his name is Patrick Crucius. I'll get into that later. Patrick equals 33. Check it out if you think. Go to this calculator. It's called gematrinator.com, set up by Derek Takuri. Patrick equals 33. See right there? So his first name is Patrick. And they updated it at 5:33. It happened at the El Paso Shopping Center, which equals 303. E, this is reverse ordinal, so E becomes the 22nd letter of the alphabet, L the 15th, and so on. A is the 26th, as you can see here. If you put it all together, it equals 303. 303 is 33, numerology. It happened in El Paso, Texas, another 33 for you. That equals 137 in English ordinal, with A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, etc. S is 19, and so on. You add it all up, it equals 137. Why is that special? And 37 has a relationship with 33. It's the 33rd prime. So here's the guy. It's Saturday, Allen, Texas. 3 sources have told CNN. 2 federal law enforcement sources and 1 state government source confirmed the suspect's identity. Why are they saying this? This is very interesting. Just want to make sure that it's confirmed. 2, if you put 2 in the calculator, just do it right now. Why is this special? 2 equals 23. This happened on a day with 23 numerology. And I'll get into that later. Also 58. 58 important because we're talking about who runs the police. It's this group right here. Freemasonry. They're running the show here. They're definitely running the police. What else can you say? It happened in Texas. All these people in the story are part of the narrative. Where he's from. You put in Allen, Texas into the calculator. It's all part of the narrative. Allen, Texas equals 58. We're talking about 2. 58, we're talking about Freemason. 113. This is a number of deception. Not true, 113. A lot of different stuff is not 13. Not 13. Made up. Not true. Also 32. Fiction. 113 as well. This is from the mainstream, right? What was the mainstream full of? Also that 157 number. United States is 157 as well. This is happening in the United States. It's becoming a United States issue here. So, yeah, you can just go and look at all these areas. And 157 was a number that was coded in a lot of these other things that happened. Also, 157, the 157 is the 37th prime, right there. And as you can see, as you soon see, shooting, you were all shootings. Shooting is 37 as well. Shootings, just curious. 45, ritual. right? Shootings, it's another shooting ritual. 45. So getting back on point here. So one suspect is in custody according to Robert Gomez. We can look at him as well. We can look at all these guys and see what their gematria is. It's all relevant because they put these things in the story for a reason. 93, this number of propaganda, 177. These are propaganda numbers. Write in propaganda. I mean, it's amazing when it hits once, but when it hits twice, look at propaganda and Enrique Carrillo. See it, 93 for propaganda. Enrique Carrillo, 93, 177. Some definite things here. Also, Robert Gomez. We can check out this is all according to the police. This whole story. There's nothing. Is this free press? I don't know. 144 Jesuit order number. 54 Jesuit order is the secret order inside of the Catholic, is the order, the Masonic order inside of the Catholic Church. Jesuit order. Oh, it's just Jesuit order. Jesuit order. Look at that. 3 out of the 4 for Robert Gomez. Jesuit order, Robert Gomez. Look at that. 3 out of 4 ciphers. That's pretty amazing. And also, if you put in the S exception, it's also 63. The S exception is for when S is 10 instead of 19. It's order in the alphabet. S can be reduced twice. See here, it's 10. It can be reduced twice. It's 19th in the alphabet. It's the 19th letter. So 1 plus 9 is 10. And if you further reduce it, it is 1. So look at that. Jesuit order is involved in this. It's pretty obvious. So 23 people injured on 8-3. Why is that interesting? Well, 83 is the 23rd prime number. As you can see right here. It's happened on a day with 23 numerology as well. And we'll get to that in that. So 11 victims. Look at how they write this. 11 victims were transported. Why are they writing it out instead of just giving you numbers? 11 victims were transported to the Del Sol Medical Center. This guy said 9 of them are critical. 11 and 9. Like 9/11. Like 11/9. Huh. Getting close to 9/11 perhaps. We do the gematria for Del Sol, which is of the sun or from the sun. Talk about the sun. We'll get into Gregory Abbott later. He's the governor. So here's Del Sol Medical Center. Right? Just looking at this here. 109, shooting 109, I think. This is just off the cuff here. We're just decoding it, shooting 109. So that's where you take people for a shooting. Victor Guerrero. So 13 people were taken to the University Medical Center. They write out each one of them. Interesting. And one has died. So they start receiving reports of an active shooter around 10. This is at the Cielo Vista Mall. And it's at a mall. This was a massacre, says Veronica Escobar. What's the Cielo Vista Mall? Let's look at that. Cielo Vista Mall. And look at that, 153, 54, 63 stuff. We saw that earlier with this guy, Robert Gomez, Sergeant Gomez, who had all these stories about what was going on. Interesting that they have the same gematria. Very similar gematria here. 3 out of the 4, well, 4 out of the 5. 3 out of the 5, really, if you include the S exception. So that's very interesting. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. What happened to my thing? Now suddenly I'm in GarageBand. All right. Okay, so lots of things going on. So Gomez, it's a large crime scene, very large area. I mean, you could go into the geometry of all this. Let's check it out, shall we? You know, you can learn how very how the story is just woven in there with the numbers. Check out another 113 here. Remember we were talking about this number 4, Carlton Elementary School. 39, 293, 62, sacrifice. So this is all probably just, you know, fluff for the story here. This was a massacre, she said. Let's check it out. What does she mean? This was a massacre. This was a massacre. Look at that. 179. We've seen this number before. 109. Shooting. What's that 179 we saw before? Oh, yeah. Del Sol Medical Center. Also 53. 89. So this links up with Del Sol and 109 as well. This was a massacre, and Del Sol Medical Center match up in 3 out of the 5 ciphers I have up here. That's pretty incredible. Her name is Veronica Escobar. She's a U.S. rep who talked to CNN Wolf Blitzer. So just for fun, let's see what her number comes to. And 150, why is that interesting? Well, this happened on the 215th day of the year, August 3rd, if you write August 3rd. There's 150 days left. It's the 215th day. So why is she on? Because there's 150 days left in the year. That's why she's talking. You know, and before they were talking about 15 dead. Now, of course, it's up to 20. 93, that number of propaganda as well, like we were talking about. And also Saturn, we were talking before about Enrique Carrillo, you know, one of the people talking out there. And propaganda. Also Saturn 93. So check out Saturn 93, also 69. So what else? So she says the numbers are shocking. I thought that was interesting because it says the numbers. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about numbers here. And that was interesting because the numbers are shocking equal 100. And also 118. 118, a very interesting number these days. Death in the Jewish cipher equals 118. If you go to the Jewish cipher here. No, death, 118. Numbers are shocking. Also, Patrick Crusius, the guy who's being blamed for this. He's taking the fall for this. He equals 100. You know? So, more and more stuff. So, 8, as I said before, had a day with 23 numerology, also 11. 50 left. 8 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 is 23. It happened on 8-3 or 3-8. This is the murder number. Murder 8-3 and 3-8. We were talking before how it was all about death. Death was 20. Death is also 83 and 38. So it's in El Paso, Texas. El Paso, Texas also equals 38 in reduction. Another 38. On a day with 23 numerology, at least 23 people injured in the story, and El Paso equals 23. There's more news by the numbers. It was at a Walmart again, another Walmart. Walmart equals 47, that number in reduction. Suspect is Patrick Crusius. Crusius equals 47 in reduction. Also put the 11, the 110 because numerology, that's 11. And on a day with 11 numerology, 11, very special number to the occult. So Governor Greg Abbott is the governor. Here he's the 48th governor He assumed office on January 20th, 20 people dead. Sure, it's just a coincidence. He was born on November 13th, 1957. A lot of these events are tied to people's birthdays. So if you go from his last birthday to today, it's a span of 8 months and 3 weeks. They're talking about that number 83. It happened on 8/3. I mean, what a coincidence, right? And murder equals 83. Also 263 days. I'll show why that's important. Because, I don't know why these are cut off, but because his full name, Gregory Wayne Abbott, in reverse ordinal equals 263. And this happened 263 days after his birthday. Wow. You know, talk about a coincidence. So just another story by the numbers, you know. More death. You could go on and talk about it. So let's look at the latest update here just for fun. 20 dead. What are they saying now? Updated at 9:45, at 45. You know, a number again. So it's yeah, the Texas governor. I was just talking about the Texas governor, and now he's going to get up and say something. What is he going to say? 20 people killed. Texas governor says. This is the very guy I'm telling you about. These events are coded. More than 24. So that would be 24. So maybe it's up at 64 now. 64 a kill number. Mass shooting. What is mass shooting anyway? Just going to look for, you know. Sure, it's relevant here. 66. The guy's name was Patrick. Patrick 78. Right? Patrick 78. Also 48. Mass shooting. Oh, it's 51. Oh, look at that. Patrick in Jewish is 263. Relating to the governor. Isn't that interesting? Learn something new every day in this work. So lives were taken who still should be with us today, Governor Greg Abbott said at a news conference near the Walmart adjacent parking lot. It's the gematria of just Gov Greg Abbott. We can go on with this. Look at that, 66, just like mass shooting. Governor Greg Abbott and mass shooting. Also 210. The guy was supposed to be 21 years old. Also 141. You write out 33. We were talking about that number. You write out 33. It equals also 66. I forgot. Also 141. And also 60. Greg Abbott 60. So mass shooting 66. 33, 66. Governor Greg Abbott 66. Look at it in Jewish. 11111. Interesting. So also 223. That number of the synagogue of Satan. Write out the synagogue. That's who is responsible for this. Look at that, 223. Alright, this is the long video, and I was going to make it shorter, and I'm going to stop now. Thanks so much for supporting. Spread this work. Check out my blog, danielthelionsden.blogspot. Thanks. Have a good one.